Welcome to another episode of Legion Elite Motorsports. I'm your host, Isaiah. And today I'm going to be doing a partial hosting with my assistant. So that's going to be interesting. I want to see how he does in front of the camera. So there's going to be a couple laughs on your side, I'm pretty sure. But besides that, we're going to have a multitude of videos on this one. We're going to have some Mirage fix, and we're also going to have some white StarQuest help and red StarQuest help. So the red StarQuest help is actually coming to an end. That one we finished putting together, and we are going to hand the car off to the owner and take it from there. So let's get started. Strut bars for the Mirage. Rear, front. Now actually both of these bars are the same brand, which is TCS Portline. But this one doesn't say anything on it. But the reason I went with this bar was because it is billet. So it's not going to flex like the cheesy knockoffs would do. So we're going to install these onto the Mirage. So it's pretty straightforward. Let me show you how to get it done. Okay, because the strut bar is pretty straightforward, I'm going to tell you what it does. So, connects to strut to strut. So basically the reason or purpose for this bar is because when your car is flat on the floor, you get chassis twist. And more chassis twist, rough handling, so on and so forth. It's good to have a sturdy chassis. So since the Mirage was pretty much made to be a commuter car, is missing a lot of the attributes from the Evo. That being frame stiffening, stitch welding, and some vital parts, so on and so forth. So this will actually help, along with the H-bar, which is down here. There we go. Underneath the car. Now, it wouldn't technically be needed on a daily driver basis, but the type of performance and fun we're going to have with this one, I think it would be a great idea. Because remember, solid frame here, solid frame over here, and there's just an engine between. So lots of chassis flex. So if you can strengthen it, definitely do it. One of the reasons why I got the bar in the first place. So we got 2 bolts over here, 2 bolts over here, and then once that's tied down, you tighten up the main bolts here, and that's it. And there we have it. It is completely installed and tightened, so that's good to go. And next we're moving to the rear. Okay, so same deal back here, 2 bolts, and it is attached. So I'm going to take these 15s loose and take it from there. Alrighty, and as simple as that, we have gained at least about 30 to 45% more stiffer frame in this area, and including in the front area. So that's definitely a good start. But yeah, so that is it. That's how she looks. And off to the next item. Hey, so we got the lower radiator hose on. This is to keep it from touching that. Universal hose, very flexible. Same deal up top. I might adjust this hose a little bit, gonna cut it down, things like that, just for final fitment. So once I put it on there, it's not staying. We have both the water jackets connected to the turbo, so that's good to go. As soon as we put some water in there, that'll be fine. We got the vacuum connected to everything on this side, which is good. Anything else we will definitely connect, like from here to there. Okay, animals. But yes, in general, everything is looking good. Fuel rail, I'm about to go grab that and put that on. We have a water hose that's gonna go to the firewall right over there. And yeah, this car is almost done as far as everything on the outside. I have to do the wiring, which is gonna be fun. And yeah, we're gonna take it from there. So, coming together, and we'll be back. Okay, we got the brackets for the radiator. Those are in. I need to drill the hole for them. We have the distribution block connected. I still have to take the ground off, bring that to the back. We have the fuel rail modified. You see, it's a lot easier to grab where it's at currently. So that's down and tight. That's ready to go. All I have to do is be wired in and such. And I have to cut this hose down a little bit. And yeah, it's getting very, very close.
All right, so here we are with the StarQuest, the red one. Everybody should know about this one already. Taking the turbo off. Well, I mean, I already took it off. I'm showing you guys. Should I do bolt the whole manifold completely off? All the hoses. I cut them because I'm gonna put new ones, and this one is gonna be new too. Return from the oil. Water side is gonna be eliminated. We're only using the oil turbo. This is the oil unit. As you can see, I have to unbolt all this. Put a new flange to bolt the new turbo in here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. How you doing, guys? Legion Light Motorsport. We're gonna be working on the 87. I'm gonna be your host today, and we're gonna show you how we mount a turbo with a 3.3 flange, just replacing the stock turbo. We gotta do downpipe. Welcome to Legion Elite Motorsports. Today we're gonna have a new episode. We're gonna have the car. I'm gonna be your host today, Alejandro. For everybody that don't know me yet, we got the 87 Starion. We're gonna do turbo replacement and some other stuff we're gonna show you guys, and we're gonna go from there. We're gonna go dive in and keep you guys updated with every little detail in this build. T3 turbo, bolt to the stock manifold. We welded a 3.3 flange that is being placed on the turbo on the stock manifold. It was welded inside and on the sides, so we have, you know, nice connection between the turbo and the manifold. We don't want to have no noise. It's gonna come from here. We're gonna do the intake pipe for the intercooler. We're gonna have our intake for the turbo. Is gonna come with the math translator. This box right here. Pretty sure you guys know what it is. But who don't know, you can go to the page and we have it there. We gotta connect down pipe. I'm waiting for the B-band. We're gonna have a nice B-band instead of bolts. We're just gonna upgrade it to a better system. We're gonna have to, we got the drain already here. We have the feed for the new turbo with brand new lines, brand new fittings, all the 9 yards. Everything is good here. We're gonna be working on the rest of the turbo. We're gonna keep putting everything back together, and we're gonna catch up with you guys once we get the car almost ready, so you guys could hear it running. And yeah, this is gonna be one of the cars done for StarQuest help. Well, what I'm doing here is connecting the intake pipe that goes to the intercooler, because we upgraded the turbo, like we said before. When you purchase this turbo, it needs to be clock turn, because it'll be pointing out to the engine. So we have to take it apart, flip it around to make sure it will fit our pipe for the intake. It's not a hard thing to do. Real easy, real simple. There's a couple bolts in the back, and then just take it off, flip it to where you need it to be, that position, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, hostess Alejandro, and we got Sai on the camera today.
Yo, yo.
We're gonna be showing you guys the artwork that we got done.
Yep.
Brand new turbo, boost controller, all the little stuff, relocation for the oil. You guys know what I've been doing in this build. It's pretty much done and ready for the customer to pick it up. And then I'll leave you guys with Isaiah so he can explain a little bit of what we got going on with the brand new boost controller and wideband.
All right, so thanks for tagging me in, bro. So okay, so besides the factory T3 flange that we ended up welding on here for the new turbo, we have the V-band downpipe, which is 2.5, and down here you can see we have the wideband connector. We drilled and had welded that in, TIG weld, of course. Intake, we actually need to replace this boot. I ran out, we forgot to order, a big mess. But the owner said, don't worry about it, he'll take care of it. It's still on there currently. And yeah, she's working perfectly. So we have a electronic boost controller. You can see the module right here. And we added that in. I also cut the pipe to add in instead of the rubber hose that was there before. The return line, same deal as the white one. We got a full silicone unit. Let me see what else. Besides that, let's step over to the intake side. We plumbed in the boost controller unit, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. It's a really nice unit. So basically it requires vacuum for reference, and then it functionality off of the wastegate, which you can see is connected there from that guy to that guy, and that's it. So you just put it in between, done and done. So after that, we also plumbed in a wideband so we can make sure it doesn't run lean or have any lean symptoms or anything crazy like that. So let's take it to the inside. Let's see what we got on the inside. So that is the boost controller, and then the wideband is right there in the middle. We had purchased a gauge pod to go up on the pillar, but the gauge didn't fit, neither did the pillar. Actually, it looked like it needed some more modification. So I said, hey, we'll just put it right there for now. That'll be good. I'm going to end up putting some double-sided tape on there just to make sure it's sturdy as he's walking through his boost. And then what I'm going to show you here is what this item looks like when it's all lit up. And there you have it. We have an instruction manual to it, and I just plumbed in some numbers just to see if everything is working, and I'll be shocked if it's not, because it definitely is. And watching the air fuel ratio on the air fuel ratio gauge, everything is perfect. So I don't have any complaints with this item or the wideband. So everything is working perfect. We took the car for a test drive. She's low on gas now, as you can see, but in general, this thing's a nice little rocket. The engine rebuilt and everything went perfectly. We changed the oil. We, you know, cleaned up a couple things, and she's ready to go home. Okay, never mind the mess, but the rear camber was negative about like 77 degrees. It was bad. So anyway, we lifted the car up, took each suspension, moved it all the way out towards the fender, and it straightened out the alignment perfectly. We didn't get it on an alignment rack to double check the numbers, but in general, you could physically see it. We had a magnetic dial indicator. Not sure how accurate those things are, but we put that on there and we got it equal on both sides, so that's done. This is the old turbo. Useful unit, still worked, non-smoker. So you might see this coming up for sale soon, Visa Facebook or something like that. But anyway, we're gonna say farewell to this guy, and we have one more left. And I didn't want to leave you guys behind. I did some subtle modifications to the Black Conquest, just changing the injectors. So because we're on full standalone, I found some 1600cc each low impedance EV1, which is the plug type injector. So without a wideband, I have to tune this car, make sure that it accelerates properly and functions and all of that other good stuff. So we're gonna sit in on this one and take it from there. So stay tuned. And with that, we're going to end the episode. But I'm gonna show you guys a couple of differences between the settings for the old injectors and the settings for the new injectors. And then after that, I'm going to have a trip coming up, and basically it's going to be another StarQuest help, but on a flat body. And we're going to be doing some pretty big work on it, including tune and all of that other stuff. So it's still going to be on the same page as the black car, more or less, because we're tuning the same computer. So definitely make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, hit that bell icon for updated notification, and I will see you next episode.